All right, let's jump right in. We're going to talk about one of the biggest pieces of financial advice you've ever gotten. You know the one. And we're going to show you why that advice, well, it might actually be a trap. I mean, seriously, think about it. Ever since you had your first piggy bank, what was the one rule? Save your money. Put it in the bank, keep it safe, and one day, poof, you'll be rich. It's what our parents told us and what their parents probably told them. It feels true, doesn't it? But what if I told you that advice, all by itself, is actually a guaranteed way to lose? That just piling up cash in a savings account, no matter how good you are at it, is a losing game. Yeah, you heard me. It's only half the story. So, let's pull back the curtain on what we're calling the great savings myth. It's time to really understand why that safe little bank account of yours isn't the wealth-building machine you've been led to believe it is. Okay, but let's be super clear on one thing. Saving money is absolutely crucial. You have to do it. It's the foundation for everything else. It's your safety net. It's the cash you need for emergencies, and it's the raw material for what comes next. And here's the big but. Saving is the foundation, sure, but it's not the actual building. A pile of cash that's just sitting there, well, it's not going to magically grow into life-changing wealth. Because, there's this invisible force that's working against it 24/7. And it's time to meet this invisible force. You can think of it like a silent thief, one that's constantly and quietly stealing the value from the money you worked so hard to put away. And its name? Inflation. So, what in the world is inflation? Well, the easiest way to think about it is this. Your money just buys less stuff over time. $100 today buys more than $100 will buy next year. It's kind of like a secret tax that just eats away at the power of your savings, even when the number in your bank account stays exactly the same. And this is where it gets real. Think back about 20 years ago. A $100 bill, that could get you a shopping cart overflowing with groceries, probably a nice dinner out, and maybe even movie tickets. Now, what does that same $100 get you today? A few bags of groceries if you're lucky. The piece of paper is the same, but its power has just vanished. And that right there, that's the whole issue in a nutshell. When it comes to money, there is no standing still. If your money isn't growing faster than prices are going up, then in terms of what you can actually do with it, it's shrinking, period. Okay, so if just saving your money is a trap, what's the answer? Well, this is where we get to the real path to wealth. And it takes a pretty big mental shift. You have to go from playing defense, just protecting your money, to playing offense and actually growing it. And this quote just nails it. The point isn't to just collect a pile of cash that gets weaker every year. The real goal is to put that cash to work. You've got to make your money start making more money for you. And that's all about investing, smartly and consistently. So the new game plan is actually pretty simple. It's a race. It's your money versus inflation. And to win, you can't just tie. You have to win. You have to grow your wealth faster than inflation is eating away at it. Right. So how do we actually do that? This is the fun part. Let's open up the toolkit. Here are 4 powerful, proven ways you can start to outpace that silent thief, inflation. So here's the lineup. Investing in yourself, real estate, starting a business, and the stock market. Let's just quickly break down what each of these really means. First up, and honestly, this one is the most important one on the list. Invest in yourself. Learn new skills, get more education, become an expert at something. Why is this number 1? Because it directly increases your biggest wealth building tool, your ability to earn more income in the first place. Number 2, real estate. This is a classic for a reason. It's cool because it can make you money in two ways at the same time. One, the property itself can go up in value over time. And two, you can get a steady paycheck every month from rental income. Third, you could start your own business. Now, this one's not easy. It's a lot of work, but the potential payoff is huge. Being an entrepreneur can lead to serious profits and real financial freedom. Plus, you're in the driver's seat of your own life. And last but not least, number 4, the stock market. When you invest in stocks, you're basically buying tiny little pieces of the biggest, most successful companies in the world. And with a good strategy and a little patience, this can be an incredibly powerful way to grow your money. Okay, so let's tie this all together. The big takeaway here is really understanding the difference between saving and investing. They are not the same thing. They both have a job to do, but they are very, very different jobs. Look at this chart. It lays it all out. The whole goal of saving is just security, but the goal of investing is growth. With saving, your enemy is spending too much. With investing, your real enemy is inflation. And the final score is what matters. Saving by itself loses to inflation. Smart investing outpaces it. This is probably my favorite way to think about it. You need a launch pad to send up a rocket, right? That launch pad is your savings. It's got to be solid, secure, and stable. But the launch pad itself isn't going to the moon. For that, you need the rocket, and that's your investments. That's what creates the liftoff. So here's the bottom line. Your financial future is totally in your hands. You now know you need the launch pad and you know what the rocket looks like. So the only question left is, what's your first move going to be?